Hi, Melanie. Thanks so much for meeting with us today. My name's Paul Mercer, and thanks for, showing me around your house. I wanted to sit down with you today and discuss, your needs as far as getting your home sold.
Yes.
We've kind of discussed some things about the house and, what the house has to offer. And like I said, we walked through. It's a fantastic property in a great area. Is there any questions that you've discovered between now and when we set the appointment that haven't been answered yet?
I just want to make sure this transaction goes on swiftly. So, I wanted to know exactly what the steps would be for me to put the house on the market and then get it sold.
Great. And we're definitely going to cover those. Like I tell everybody when we sit down, one of three things are going to happen is you'll see the benefits of hiring us, and you will do that right away, which is always great. Okay, the second thing is you may not hire us, and that honestly wouldn't be so good. And the third thing is I might choose not to take a listing. Okay, the only time I would choose not to take a listing is if I uncovered a need that I didn't feel like I could meet or exceed. Okay, like an example of that would be if somebody wanted me to price a property way out of the market. Now, price is always a moving target, but that's an example of when I wouldn't ethically be able to take your listing. So does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I know the market's like a little crazy, and
Yeah.
I've seen, my neighbors buy and sell and doing all sorts of things. So
Absolutely.
I really rely on you on this one.
Well, no, and I appreciate that. We've been doing this. Did you read my bio?
I did. You've been around for a while.
Yes. So I've been doing this in Tampa for 19 years.
Wow.
We've sold 1,150 homes. So, we've been doing this quite a while. And our current list price to sales price ratio is just over 101%. So we're actually netting our sellers more than the listing price, which is great. What you've told me is that you'd like a quick sale before Christmas because you want to move close to your son who studies in Tampa, and you like to be downtown, and you wanted that done before the new year. You want to be well informed and kept up to date weekly via email, but you understand how the showing system works, and that you and I will communicate via telephone or in person when we're negotiating contracts. And you want the most money you can get. And right now you think due to the updates you've done, you're going to be somewhere around 435. Is that right?
Yes. Most of the update, well, aside from the roof, I guess I did quite a bit of work, but a lot of them were more aesthetic, but the house is in good shape. I think that's right.
Absolutely. And so if we can get you all of those things, are you prepared to list your home with us?
Yes, sir.
Great. That's what I love to hear. All right, so this is our listing presentation. We've just covered a little bit about your house, and we covered the needs analysis, things that are important to you about the sale of this home. And then we're going to, roll into the process. So this is the initial meeting and walkthrough that we're doing, the needs analysis, establish a competitive price, which we're about to do, sign the listing agreement, prepare your home for sale with staging and photography. I do not do your photographs. We hire a professional for that. Like, I'm a good photographer, but I am not your real estate photographer, right? And
I've seen that. It's not always successful.
Exactly. So we have a professional who's going to do the 3D tour, what we call Matterport. We're going to do the professional photos, aerial shots, all the things that are necessary in order to get your house at the top of each search engine and get you the most showings, okay? And then staging is a conversation. I pay for the first hour of staging consultation with one of our stages, okay, that allows you to kind of set your home up the way a builder's model would be, okay? And if you feel like that's something that would be a benefit to you, then I'm happy to pay for the first hour of staging, okay? We're going to launch the Coming Soon campaign, officially list the property, launch the Just Listed campaign, start showing your home and holding open houses. Are you okay with open houses?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Great.
On the weekend or?
Well, sometimes we do them on the weekend, sometimes during the week. It just depends on the location and type of property that we're listing. We'll do an analysis that'll determine when is the best time to run your open house. And we'll probably do more than one, if that's okay. I don't want to put you out. Not everybody's okay with open houses. I will tell you that the National Association of Realtors says there's only 3% of the houses held open houses actually sell, but it's a way to get more eyeballs on it.
Right.
Okay, so it's not something we require, but it's something we recommend.
Okay.
Okay. Receive and present offers, negotiate the contract, go under contract, open the escrow, facilitate the inspection process, negotiate any issues, oversee the appraisal, coordinate and prepare for further inspections, and the final walkthrough, and then closing. So you can get your check and move on to your next product. Does that sound good? This was the reason I actually went to work with Keller Williams and stayed with them. I feel like this is just a great foundation to build a lasting relationship. Is they said win-win or no deal, right? Integrity, do the right thing. Customers always come first. Commitment in all things. Communication, seek first to understand. Creativity's ideas before results. Teamwork, together everybody achieves more. Trust starts with honesty, and success results through people. I just feel like that's a great way to approach a business. So my philosophy is when in doubt, disclose and always do the right thing for the client.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
This is our promise, okay? So we make a promise to every client we choose to work with, okay? And our promise is that I want you to have the best possible real estate transaction you can have, okay? We've been doing this a really long time, and we can see a lot of problems before they become problems and head them off at the pass. I can't tell you that something might come up that we've never seen before, but what I can tell you is that we're going to be with you to work through it to get you to a successful end. I never want you to feel like you're out on an island or don't know what the next right thing is to do, okay? Our goal is to work together, you and I, as a team, to get you to the successful end, because this is a team sport, okay?
Yep.
And for that promise, we ask for two things from our clients. Is one, if you had a great transaction, that you'll do a testimonial for us. Will you do that?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And if we didn't do a great job, I want to hear about that too, okay? Because we can't improve if we don't know what we didn't do right or do really well, okay? And the second thing is, if we do a great job for you, will you refer somebody to us within the time that we have your home listed? A buyer or seller?
Sure. If someone comes my way and you guys are doing a great job, I'll let them know.
Great. I would appreciate that. The best way to do that is, if you do come across somebody, is to put us on a 3-way text. Okay. And do like a warm introduction. That would be the easiest way that way. And then I can take it from there. I'll take you off the text and I'll keep you informed as we follow up with the client. Is that okay? Yep.
Sounds good.
Great. Thank you so much. So the bottom line is, we want you to have a fantastic transaction, achieve the 3 goals that we stated. We either want to meet them or exceed them, and get you onto your next home. Sound good? So you're at 1239 Primwood Lane, right?
Yes.
Good deal. So when we put your property on the market, we have to sell it 3 times, right? We have to sell it to the agents in our area, which is not too hard to do. We also need to sell it to the buyers, okay? And the third people we need to sell it to is the appraisers, okay? Now, of those 3, the appraiser is the one we really have to be wary of, okay? Because they don't care that we felt like it was worth $435,000. They want to know, how can we prove it's worth $435,000, okay? So I always like to go and look at it like the appraiser. Okay, so what they're going to do is they're going to go out a half mile. So let me just zoom in on your neighborhood. Here it is, Willow Bend. Okay, and I'm going to go out about a half mile. That about covers it. Actually, let's go a little bit further. All right, and then we're going to look at the actives, pendings, and solds. Okay, and then we're going to look at single family homes. Now yours has a pool, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So let's do that. Like, I don't want to narrow it down too much, but like, appraisers don't like to adjust for pools. So they want to keep it, as close to this. Yours is a subject, right? So we cannot adjust yours. We have to find at least 3 comparable homes, and then we can adjust those to fit yours. Does that make sense?
Yes. So when does the appraisal come in to my selling transaction?
So once we're under contract with a buyer, the buyer will then initiate through their lender an appraisal. Okay, so it's kind of after we're under contract and before closing.
Okay, so they're trying to evaluate if the home is worth what they're buying it for, so they can get financing.
Your house is almost 2,400 square feet, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So I put in between 2,000 and 3,000 because we need a range. Okay. So what we're doing is we're looking at active, pending, and sold going back 6 months. The appraiser will want it to be closer. They want it closer in time and distance, but this is kind of the starting point. Single family homes with pools between 2,000 and 3,000 square feet. And we have 15 to look at. So let's take a look at those.
Let's see how much my neighbor sold for.
What's that?
Let's see how much my neighbor sold for.
Exactly. So, wow, the neighborhood is doing really well. Holy cow. So this is actually better than I expected. So this is where they're located. Okay, and the red ones are the solds. The orange are the pending. So we want to pick pending. Oh. Let's see. So we want at least 3 in each category. And I know you're here on Primwood Lane, so I'm going to take a real close look at these. So this one's 460, 75, and this one is 431. So we have enough there. So we'll start there, and then I'm going to go out a little broader just to see what the rest of the neighborhood is doing, because depending on time, it may have changed the market too.
So see, I didn't know about all of those.
Yeah, exactly.
I just kind of asked around.
This will really make a difference in the price that I think you're looking for.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's look at the pendings right now. Okay, so this is 2-car garage like yours. Pool conservation, similar to yours. Your pool is actually nicer.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is. Tile floor is very similar on the diagonal.
Yep.
It's vacant, so this doesn't show quite as well, but obviously it did well enough. Kitchen's not updated. They do have stainless appliances, and it looks like they have full mica counters. So nothing too special there. Very similar to yours.
Yeah.
Looks like they've got tile plank in the master, and the bedrooms have got built-ins. Those are nice. A non-updated bathroom.
Yeah. Wow.
So that half bath, that single bath there was updated. Ooh, interesting colors. Laundry coming in from the garage. Some built-ins. Yeah, I mean, this looks real similar, I think.
How much did that sell for? Is that the one on the contract, or?
Yeah, this one is going to be interesting. This one is under contract at $449,900. We don't know where it's going to sell, but it's a little bit smaller too.
I want to know the magic number now, Paul.
So I think there's going to be a couple of adjustments, Melanie. Like we're going to have to adjust for those 3-car garages. But if we are, it looks like 204 square foot is the median price. So if we say you are, let me just double check your square footage really quick. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. So this is 2310 is your square footage, right? 10 times 204. So that puts you at 471,000. How do you feel about that?
Well, that would be great.
Well, now let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
More money towards buying the next one.
Exactly. So just to reiterate real quickly that we may have to adjust for those 3-car garages, but I think that's kind of the place you're going to. That's what I can prove based on those 3 comps. Based on what we can prove at 371, I would suggest either you're going to go at 450 or 475, okay? Because that's going to give you the viewing audience between 450 and 500, because you might be a rock star at 476. Right now, you have absolutely no conditions. We were looking, right? If we go back to the results, I mean, there are no actors, right? So I would say 475 would be the appropriate.
Yeah, the 3 people I said were on the market, they're pending.
Yeah, they're all pending, right? This one's a little bit smaller than yours, and it's going to be interesting when you sell. See what I told you about the 449,900? That person was only showing up between 400 and 450.
Right.
At 450, they would have showed up between 400, 450, and 450 and 500.
Right.
So That would be, and see, this one was 525. So I think that you are really in a good spot if you choose to market your property at 475. And I think, Melanie, based on what we're looking at here, with average days on market, we should be under contract in less than a month, which will hit your Christmas closing. All right, we're saying, you know, like the max is 24 days on the market. The average is 11. Okay, so properly marketed at the right price, right photos, all the kind of stuff we were talking about is going to put you in a position to win. So what do you think, 475?
475 all day, Paul.
Great. And at 475, do you want to know what your net would be?
Yes.
Great. Bear with me 1 second and I'll put that together for you.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, you know, are you ready to get on the market?
Yeah. Do I need to do anything else?
No, we'll just go ahead. What I'll do is I'm going to send you the listing paperwork. Okay. And I can run through that with you if you'd like, or you can go ahead and read it on your own and ask me any questions you have.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to get that out to you, and it'll have everything broken down as far as, you know, what we know to be true. And the closing cost is an estimate, okay? But we're very close on the estimate, okay? The only thing that's going to be the deviation, I think, is if the price changes or, you know, the taxes.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right, so if you have any other questions, you know, please feel free to let me know.
I will.
Look forward to working with you. Thanks, Melanie.